Welcome to the Pavement Vehicle Interaction tutorial for pavementlca.com. The Pavement Vehicle Interaction PVI module is based on the latest research model from the Concrete Sustainability Hub at the Massachusetts Institute of Technology. The PVI Mechanistic Model Gen 2 from December 13 basically shows the increase in fuel use due to the deflection of the roadway and the increasing roughness of the pavement over time. I will not go into the details of this model here. It is available at cshub.mit.edu and search for PVI Mechanistic Model Gen 2. I'm going to continue with one of our existing roads that we've been working on, my projects. We have two roads here. I'm going to open the HMA tutorial roadway. That opens up. Here we have it. I'm going to click on Project Roadways and open up that roadway. And we have this roadway information. And just before I leave this page, I want to go down here and check and note a couple things. We've got this top layer here of Ontario Superbase 12.5, and it has a density of 2.46 meters cubed per ton. Pardon me, tons per meter cubed. And that's going to be important. And we also want to notice the top layer thickness, and when we're talking about top layer thickness, that means the top paved layer. So I'm going to add these two lifts together, so that's going to total 50 millimeters plus 50 millimeters, so it's 100 millimeters top layer thickness. I'll scroll back up and then go over to the PVI tab. Here we have it. The PVI results are dependent on traffic speed, so you can change your traffic speed here. I'm going to leave it as 100 kilometers an hour, and we want to add segments. And segments in this case are the time segments between different top course roughness, the IRI index of the roadway. It typically will be between major rehabs or repavings. So in our case, I'll go back to the rehab schedule here quickly, and you'll see here we did an asphalt paving, repaving at 20 years, and we did another one at 35 years. So those are going to be our time segments there. So I'm going to say our initial year, our first segment, final year is going to be year 20. And then it wants the top layer elastic modulus in MPa. So you'll have to find this out for whatever material you're using, but a typical value for asphalt might be around 10,000 MPa, so I'm going to use that here. The top layer thickness, which we noted before, is 100 millimeters. The top layer density is 2.46 tons per meter cubed. And the subgrade elastic modulus, and that's going to be dependent on the soil conditions of your particular project. For this one, I'm just going to use 30 MPa as an example. And the initial IRI, which typically is around 1 meter per kilometer, and the final is typically around 3. Those are probably not exact numbers, but it's good enough for our example. And this is something you'll have to know according to your own particular roadway materials. So we've input that. I want to add another segment because we repaved at 20 years. So it's going to go from 20 years to 35, I think we said in the rehab module. Same material on top, so we're going to go with the same information here, 2.46 for the density. Soil conditions are the same. And basically when you repave, we've reset the IRI, the initial IRI, to 1. So it's 1 to 3 again. There. And then I'm going to add another segment from 35 to year 50 with all the same information. And that's it. We've covered the lifespan of our road with our PVI segments. These are the inputs to the model. If you need more information, I said you go back to that, look at the model itself to get that, if you want to understand what's going on there. The other thing we have to enter is the vehicle annual daily traffic. And again, this is going to depend on your roadway, but just as an example, let's say we have 500 trucks a day generally and 5,000 light duty trucks or light duty vehicles a day on this roadway, and with an average annual increase of 2%, just as an example. So that's it. You have to know these numbers for your particular roadway, but you can it's as easy as that to put it in. Those are the inputs you need for the model. So I'm going to click Update Roadway to make sure I save all of that. If you don't know the information for your PVI, you don't have to do PVI. Or if you want to look at results without, you can click this Ignore PVI Effects. But if you leave it blank, the results will be 0. And if you click this, the results will be 0. So either way, you can use the PVI or not use the PVI if you want. The PVI specific results will show up in the summary measures table, and we're going to show that in our results video tutorial. This concludes the Pavement Vehicle Interaction tutorial.